Hello, my name is Nkenge Yasin, and I'm the proud owner of Busy Bees Early Learning Center and Learning How Child Development Center. One of the things that we've learned over the past years of developing children is that you cannot truly develop children without supporting their families and communities as a whole. Learning How is a for-profit social enterprise based in Baltimore with a mission to empower families with the supports needed to inspire learning. We accomplish this by paying living wages, having a rigorous curriculum, and hands-on approach using the Montessori and Reggio Emilia theories. So I began my career in early childhood many years ago when my son was a child. I started looking for childcare for him, and it was really hard finding childcare. There were so many components I didn't understand, so I went back to school to get my degree in early childhood development and child psychology, and there was when I learned that child development was the area I wanted to be in. And it's been one of the most rewarding careers I've ever had. Just the smiles, the way that you're able to teach children, how they're always eager to learn, and just the difference that you can make. Knowing that the amount of words that I teach children will change the trajectory of their test scores in the 11th grade. Or I feel like early encounters is really what makes a person. Learning How understands it takes a village to raise a child. We invite you to help us turn I can'ts to how with Learning How.
Learning How is a for-profit social enterprise starting in Baltimore with a mission to empower families with the supports needed to inspire learning. We opened our original location in 2001 and later expanded to our current location in 2010. We are proud to say we did this all on our own personal funding. While facing this current pandemic, I'd like to draw your attention to the silent epidemic that continues to plague our communities. 45% of the population of our next location have children with an elevated lead level. That's up 100 children from last year, making them more susceptible to becoming violent and unable to sit in large classroom settings. One of the misconceptions of these communities is that they're suffering comfortably. That's not the case. They need to see their way out, and Learning How is just that. We plan to do this through exposure, high-quality academics, respecting everyone as a stakeholder in their community, project-based learning. And an investment in Learning How will yield $7 to $12 back into society, because we know that high-quality academics will reduce social costs, build stronger families, and have higher achievement on academics. But we know we cannot do this alone. So we've aligned ourselves with strategic partners that will help us do this. We found partners that help with our IEP facilitation, which is the Baltimore Community Mediation, the Latino Economic Development, who helped us with our playground, and all of the partners that believe in developing families and communities. We are committed to this process. Through early childhood education, we have facilities for all ages, infants, toddlers, before and after care, affordable pricing, extended hours because our target population do not work traditional hours, perfect teachers. And what we mean by that is all of our teachers are high-quality teachers. They are all credentialed because we know a high-quality teachers make a high-quality program. Not to mention trust. We know that these areas that have been stuck in generational poverty, they have trouble trusting relationships. So we are here to be consistent and committed so they will know that they can trust us. And we will use those and leverage those trusting relationships to connecting them to resources that allow them to thrive. Our target market is low-income families, working parents, and current providers. We have 3 different phases. Our first phase is our current location, and our second location with your investment in September of this year. Our second phase is our third location, and then our third phase is empowering the 510 providers in Baltimore City to implement the Learning How methodology that we will have proven that will develop inner city children and support families. Out of 783 students served, 85% of our students have been kindergarten ready. Over 100 students have received health services on site. 10% of our parents have become homeowners, and 17% of our parents have either returned back to school or in the process of going back to school. We have a dual business model. 40% of our population is private pay and 60% subsidy. Our current location, we have a capacity of 31 children, and our next location will have a capacity of 120 children. And then again, our third phase will be our licensing model, again, to empower those other providers to be able to develop inner city children. We are seeking $700,000 in grants, equity, and debt. $250,000 will be used for working capital, $50,000 will be used for our playground, $150,000 will be used for our state-of-the-art classrooms, and $300 will be used for our building. This investment will enable us to provide high-quality academics and familiar supports to over 500 families by 2021, resulting in 36 new jobs, thriving family, and most important, hope. Learning How is not just a place where children can develop, but instead where they can beat statistics and become anything they want to be.